boys and girls, welcome back to Mrs. Stelzig's Classroom Workshop. We are going to talk a little bit more about butterflies. So before I read a little story about some butterflies and teach you some names and how you say butterfly in different countries, languages, I wanted us to recap the life cycle of the butterfly. So who remembers, how does the butterfly start? What's the very first thing? What does it start with?
Egg.
Egg. So a female butterfly lays eggs. And if we remember, where does she lay those eggs? On a leaf or a plant. Okay, on a leaf or a plant. What comes out of those eggs? Say it.
Caterpillar.
A caterpillar. So a caterpillar will eat through the eggshell. It'll come out. And the caterpillar is also called a larva. So egg to caterpillar or larva. The caterpillar grows by what? What does it? Eating the leaves. It eats and eats and eats. And during that time, it sheds its skin. So when it sheds its skin, what's that called? Molting. And do you remember about how many times it'll molt? Anna, do you remember?
5.
Can you put up your hand? How many times? About 5 times it molts. So the caterpillar grows by eating leaves and it molts about 5 times. Then the next thing we're going to see is we're going to see the caterpillar start hanging in what shape? Anybody remember? What shape is it going to be in? It's going to hang in a J. It's going to go up to a leaf. It's going to spin a little silky thread. It's going to hang itself into a J shape. And then we're going to slowly watch something grow over that. Its skin is going to change and start to grow over it. And the caterpillar forms a protective shell called a... Anybody remember?
Chrysalis.
Chrysalis, right. That hard shell, a chrysalis or a pupa. And remember we talked, the hard shell is not a cocoon. That's the soft one. This is the hard one called a chrysalis or a pupa. So there it's going to stay, and inside this chrysalis, its body is going to change. Once the chrysalis gets transparent, remember where you can see through. It's not necessarily clear, but kind of the color of the butterfly you can see. Then, after about 2 weeks, a butterfly slowly emerges from the chrysalis. When it first comes out, its abdomen is really big. Its wings are all crumpled together and they are wet. And the butterfly will stay and it will pump its wings and move that fluid from its abdomen up into the wings and get it ready and dry out those wings. When its wings are dry, the adult butterfly is ready to fly. And this whole circle, the change from a caterpillar to a butterfly, is called metamorphosis. Metamorphosis. All right, so I'm going to see what you remember, and I'm going to ask a question, and we're going to see if you guys can answer, okay? So we're going to give them time to think, and then I'll have you guys help. What do you call a butterfly larva? What do you call a butterfly larva? What's another name for a butterfly larva? You can look on our chart if you forgot. What do you call a butterfly larva? It's a caterpillar. So another name for butterfly larva is caterpillar. Did you get that one right? Good. What do caterpillars eat? What do they like to eat? Leaves. Good. All right. What are 2 names for the protective casing a caterpillar forms? What are the 2 names for this? What are the 2 names for it? A chrysalis or a pupa. Did you get those right? Chrysalis or a pupa. Good. About how how long does it take for a butterfly to emerge? About how long does it take for the butterfly to come out of this chrysalis? Remember? About 2 weeks. About 2 weeks. What is the biggest change between a caterpillar and a butterfly? What do you think is the biggest change between a caterpillar and a butterfly? Think about that. What's a change between a caterpillar and a butterfly? What are the differences? What do you think?
The caterpillar doesn't have wings and the butterfly does.
Yes, one has wings, one does not. And that great change is called what? Metamorphosis. Did you get it right? Metamorphosis. So the life cycle of a butterfly. I'd like to see if you could draw out those parts and see if you can get them right. How it starts with an egg, it goes to the caterpillar or the larva. The caterpillar gets bigger, changes into the J shape, then to the chrysalis or pupa. It emerges, and then the adult. If we were in class, we would be observing these changes and drawing the life cycle. See if you can do it. On YouTube, there are a lot of videos on butterflies. You can get on and watch time lapse. You can even put in painted ladies, and they will show you how it happens. All right, I'm going to read a story called The Butterfly Counting Book by Jerry Pallotta. 0. In this book, we're going to count butterflies. How many butterflies are there in Antarctica? 0. There are butterflies on each of the other 6 continents. Why do you suppose butterflies would not live in Antarctica? Why?
Because their wings will probably froze.
Do you think they might freeze? Yeah, Antarctica's pretty cold, and butterflies typically don't like it where it's really cold. It's easy to count 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we can keep on counting 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. We did it! But there is one problem. These are not butterflies. These are moths. A trick page. There's some ways that you can tell the difference between a butterfly and a moth. When a butterfly lands on something, it will fold its wings up like this, and it will land. A moth will land flat like this. A moth does not have the tiny little things on the top of its antenna, the little knobs. Butterflies do. Another thing is butterflies fly during the day. Moths fly during the night. So if you're not sure if it's a butterfly or moth, you can see what time it's flying. You can check for the little feeler knobs. And you can also see how it lands. If it lands like this, it's a butterfly. If it lands like this, it's a moth. Alright. Let's try something different. We already counted from 0 to 20. Let's count by 2s using odd numbers. 1. Here is one Chinese yellow swallowtail. This pulelehuha is from Asia, but is sometimes seen in Hawaii. The Hawaiian word for butterfly is pulelehuha. Can you say that with me? Pulelehuha. 3. On this page are 3 white admirals. These farfalla prefer to live near birch, the trees with white bark. A butterfly in Italy is called a farfal. 5. Count the 5 Buckeyes. The spots on this Mariposa look like deer eyes, so it's called a Buckeye. A butterfly in Mexico and other Spanish-speaking countries is called a Mariposa. Can you say that? Mariposa. 7. These 7 schmetterlings are called Dianas. There are 4 males and 3 females. You can tell them apart because their coloring is different. In Germany, the word for butterfly is Schmetterling. Schmetterling.
Is that one a girl and that one's a boy?
I don't know. 9. On this page are 9 mimics. The babachka got its name because it mimics the color, shape, and behavior of other butterflies. Babachka is the Russian word for butterfly. Say that with us. Babachka. There are 11 morphos in this painting. These papillion live in the rainforest. A morpho's glowing wings seem to change color. A butterfly in France is called a papillion. Can you say that with us? A papillion. Here we go. A papillion. 13. Here are 13 black-veined whites. This chocho's wings look like someone made an outline with a black pen and then colored it in with white paint. A butterfly in Japan is called chocho. Can you say that? Chocho. 15. It's fun to watch 15 glories fly around. Each moidal has a unique wing design. The word for butterfly in Poland is moidal. You say that? Moidal. 17. Here are 17 colorful orange tips. The vipeo with red or purple tips are still called orange tips. The Swahili word for a butterfly is pipeo, and the word for more than one butterfly is vipipeo. 19. Count the 19 Julias. A Julia is a kulibang-bang that has long wings. In the Philippines, a butterfly is called the best name of all. A kulibang-bang. Try that with us. Kulibang-bang. 21. When we end this book with 21 red gliders, so far we have counted 1 penguin, 20 moths, and 121 butterflies. Oops, 147 butterflies. We forgot to count the 25 hootie on the title page and the 1 farsha on the copyright page. A butterfly in China is called a hootie. In Arabic, it's called a farsha. No matter what you call them, everyone would agree these are beautiful creatures. What was your favorite way to say it? Chocho, Mariposa, Schmetterling, Kulibang-bang, Moidal, Papillion, Pule-Hoo-Ha?
I like that one and
Schmetterling.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you have a favorite?
Same.
I kind of like Mariposa. I like Kulibang-Bang too. Well, one thing is they are very beautiful, and what makes butterflies so unique is that the pattern on their wings are symmetrical. So what's on one side is on the same side. So when you're drawing your butterflies, try to make them symmetrical.
Might be a little hard when you have to.
And don't forget, butterflies are insects. They have 3 body parts: head, thorax, abdomen, the 6 legs. They have their antennae, feelers. They have their tongue, the proboscis, and they do have eyes as well.
You can do your butterfly jump.
Oh yeah, make your butterfly tongue. It's like a straw. It goes down and sucks up the nectar and comes back. So we hope you enjoyed learning a little bit more about the life cycle and learning how to say butterfly in some other languages. What we would encourage you to do is to practice the life cycle. Maybe pick one of your favorite butterflies, learn about it, study it, find out as much as you can about that butterfly. We'd love to hear back on it. And we'll be back with another butterfly story. Bye, everybody.